NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
I do not take lightly the severity of the recommendations for discipline, nor do I take lightly the severity of these actions. Beloit deserves better.
Breaking news at 11, the Beloit city manager is pressing 10 charges against the police chief and deputy chief.
Plus, the stage is set and the candidates are ready. We have a preview of tonight's first Democratic presidential debate.
And the very latest on a deadly fire that took the lives of 2 firefighters in Kansas. Hello and good morning. We are following breaking news at 11. The Beloit city manager has filed charges against 2 police leaders, and some are quite surprising.
Yeah, that's right. At a news conference that ended just moments ago, city manager Lori Curtis Luther told reporters she's pressing 10 charges against Chief Norm Jacobs and Deputy Chief Tom Duncan. 17 guns are missing from the evidence locker. Money is also unaccounted for. They are also being investigated for attempting to hire a candidate with a history of sexual assault and lack of responsiveness to emergency calls.
It is clear Chief Jacobs and Deputy Chief Duncan grossly mismanaged the department, incurring significant liability for the city and the community as a whole. It is a testament to the majority of the Beloit sworn officers and civilian employees who kept the Beloit Police Department functioning despite the lack of leadership.
And she is asking they both be fired. Both Jacobs and Duncan were placed on administrative leave earlier this year.
A man who has gone missing in northeast Wisconsin may be headed to Madison. A silver alert has been issued for 78-year-old Robert Cook of Algoma. Cook was last seen around 10 yesterday morning. He was reportedly on his way to visit his daughter in Madison, but never showed up. He's about 5'7", 155 pounds, and suffers from dementia. He may be driving a 2010 Mercury Mariner with the Arizona license plate. If you see him, please call authorities.
This is your Weather Authority forecast.
Let's take a quick look at your weather forecast. We have a little bit of sun out there right now. It's not going to hang around long. There are some sprinkles and showers to the northwest of here that will be heading toward Madison. So mostly cloudy skies through mid-afternoon at least, then maybe some more breaks in the clouds heading into the evening. Fairly breezy, fairly cool at 56 for the high. It will get a little warmer tomorrow and Thursday as well, and I'll have that forecast for you coming up.
Happening today, a De Pere nursing home caregiver accused of sexually assaulting a patient will be in court. 33-year-old Theodore Schartner of Howard will make his initial appearance. Schartner has been charged with 2 felonies. Prosecutors say he assaulted a 76-year-old patient at Wren's Health and Rehab Center last month. Schartner is being held on a $50,000 bond.
Also today, a public hearing will be held on a plan to overhaul the state's elections board. Under the proposal, the Government Accountability Board would be divided into 2 separate commissions. One would handle elections, the other would handle ethics. The board would also no longer be nonpartisan, and members would be appointed by the legislature and the governor. Investigations costing more than $25,000 would be subject to legislative review. The state Senate's Health Committee is expected to vote today on a pair of bills that would strip Planned Parenthood of federal funding and raise its Medicaid expenses. It will also vote on a bill that would outlaw research using tissue obtained from aborted fetuses.
And now to our Decision 2016 coverage. And Democratic candidates for president will take the stage tonight for the first primary debate in Las Vegas. And that's where we find Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro with the inside scoop from Democratic Party leaders.
The debate stage is set and the candidates are ready. There's a lot of excitement happening here. Tell me what's going on behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, we're really excited because it's not just about what's happening on the stage, but what's happening all across the country. So right now we have in 41 states more than 230 debate watch parties that are coming together. So there's a lot going on to just get folks to sit down and watch what we think is going to be a very important debate and something that's going to show a big contrast with the Republican field.
You mentioned the Republican field. They have a lot of candidates. Unlike the Democrats right now, there's only a few with real name recognition. What are you doing other than hosting the debate to get people to know the candidates better?
Well, we work with them regularly, and we're trying to make every opportunity possible to make sure that our voters across the country get the information on what our candidates are doing, that we're working with our state parties to improve their abilities.
You've done a lot of work with the Latino community. What is the Democratic Party doing to reach out to the Latino community leading up to this election?
Well, one of the things is diversity. I think very likely this is the most diverse that we've ever had a national party. They see themselves reflected in those campaigns, and that's a big part of it.
Louis Miranda with the DNC, thanks so much for your time. Reporting in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.
Well, this is the first of 6 debates scheduled for Democratic candidates. Making news now around the nation. In Idaho, a wildfire has scorched 3,400 acres since Saturday. Firefighters yesterday were on the front lines of the fire just 20-some miles from downtown Boise. The flames are now moving away from structures, but crews are having a hard time containing the fire. And they say 3 homes have burned, along with an outbuilding. They say it could be a week before the fire is fully contained.
2 Kansas City firefighters are being remembered today after they were killed in a collapsed building just after making a heroic rescue. NBC's Andres Gutierrez has this story.
It's an emotional day here in Kansas City, Missouri. White smoke continues to emerge from the smoldering debris. This morning, the fire chief identified the fallen firefighters as Larry Leggio and John Mesh. Both men were battling a massive apartment fire on Monday night. We're told the firefighters had just rescued 2 people from the burning building when a wall collapsed. 4 firefighters, including Leggio and Mesh, were trapped. Crews quickly pulled them out and took them to the hospital. Leggio and Mesh did die from their injuries. The department has not had a line of duty death since 2011. The fire chief had a tough time delivering the news this morning.
The rapid intervention team witnessed the collapse and held their ground for no more than 10 seconds. For no more than 10 seconds until command ordered them to effect the rescue. They located, uncovered, and removed 4 firefighters from the immediate area.
Leggio is a 17-year veteran with the department and leaves behind a wife and mother. Mesh is a 13-year veteran and leaves behind a wife and 4 daughters. The ATF is now assisting in the investigation to determine what caused Monday night's fire. In Kansas City, Missouri, Andres Gutierrez for NBC News.